Hello, beautiful black people. I hope that all is well in your world, and this day was just a beautiful day for you and all of your wonderful, wonderful loved one. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters, do you know that black folks, people that look like people that looked like me, people that looked like you, created everything? Nonetheless, that history has been thoroughly whitewashed by racist white folks. But it is still there. You just have to do your own research to discover it, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Black folks created everything. For example, if we look at a thing that is very important nowadays, it's called a vaccine, a vaccination with a vaccine. Do you know that a black slave stolen from West Africa, transported through the transatlantic slave trade, or it is sometimes called the Middle Passage, to America. This black slave from West Africa was owned by a doctor that lived and practiced in Boston, Massachusetts. This black slave was owned by this white doctor. And during I believe it was the smallpox epidemic. During the smallpox epidemic, this black slave shared some information that he had remembered that was practiced in West Africa, where he was stolen from. And what these black African folks would do, they would take fluid from an infected person. They would take fluid from an infected person that was infected with some contagious virus. And then that fluid would be injected into other folks. And it worked for those black folks in West Africa. And this black slave, owned by this white racist doctor, kept lamenting to this white racist doctor slash slave owner that this process worked. So finally, within that smallpox epidemic, this white doctor decided to try what the black slave had suggested. And it worked. And that was the beginning of the thing that is now called a vaccine. That was the beginning of a thing that is now called a vaccine. Black folks, people that look like me, created everything. And I can even give you another example. Look at a thing that's called the cotton gin. Again, it was a black slave owned by this racist slave owning white boy named Eli Whitley, I believe. This black slave told Eli Whitley with his dumb ass that cotton had been grown and harvested in Africa, where he came from, for centuries. And Africans, black folks, had developed machinery that could harvest the cotton. Eli Whitley honed in on that information. And to today's date, the 13th of August in the year 2020, Eli Whitley is known for inventing the cotton gin. Eli Whitley invented nothing. He was just another dumb, racist, dumbass white boy. Owned black slaves that was 100 times more intelligent than he was. And that's the story of Africa. Black Africans invented everything. The history have been whitewashed by racist white folks. They have stolen history, pretending that they created something when they did not. If you look at philosophy and logic, those white Greek philosophers went to Timbuktu to study. And then Timbuktu is in an African country called Mali, M-A-L-I. They would learn all of this philosophy and logic from the black Africans and then go back to Greece and to Europe and pretend that all of that knowledge was their concoctions, was their own inventions, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Black folks, people that looked like me, created everything. Created everything. Do some research. Learn that a black slave shared some information with a white racist doctor in Boston, Massachusetts, about taking fluid from infected black Africans and injecting that fluid into other black Africans that was not infected. And that was the beginning, the knowledge that was needed to go on and create vaccines for a lot of viruses, contagious diseases, etc., etc. Black folks created everything. Black folks, people that looked like me, created everything. My black, intelligent, beautiful brothers and sisters. That's all I have on this one.